Hi guys, this is O-Level Chemistry, paper 12, November 2017, question 31. Aluminum is a metal that is often used to make caps for bottles. When thrown away and buried in the soil, the caps do not corrode. Why is this? Aluminum does not react with acids. It is a metal, it does react with acids. Aluminum does not react with alkalis. Aluminum also reacts with alkalis. Aluminum is alloyed with other metals. Aluminum is being used by itself without it being alloyed up with any other metal. Aluminum is protected by a layer of oxide. Yes, aluminum is protected by a layer of Al2O3 coating it, preventing it from corrosion. Therefore, the correct option for this question is option D. Question 32. Which statement about group 1 metals is correct? They are hard compared with most other metals? No. Group 1 metals are softer than the other metals. They form colored compounds. Transition metals form colored compounds. Group 1 metals form white solids or colorless solutions in the form of compounds. They have high densities compared with most other metals? No. They have got lower densities compared to other metals. They only form ions with a charge of positive 1. Yes, they all belong to group 1. They have one valence electron which is lost when ions are formed. So all of them will form an ion with a charge of positive 1, making option D the correct option for this question. Question 33. CFC compounds were used as aerosol propellants. The structure of one CFC compound is shown. Which element in this compound causes a depletion of ozone in the atmosphere? When this compound goes into the atmosphere, the CCl bond breaks, releasing chlorine, which reacts with ozone and converts it into oxygen. So this is brought about by the action of chlorine in the atmosphere. So out of the given elements, carbon, chlorine, fluorine, and hydrogen, chlorine is the reason for ozone layer depletion, making option B the correct option for this question. Dry air is a mixture of gases of which 99% is nitrogen and oxygen. What is the main constituent of the remaining 1%? Argon, helium, hydrogen, and water vapor. So this is a question of recall from memory. The one with the highest percentage out of the remaining 1% is argon, occupying nearly 0.9% of the 1% volume remaining. So this makes option A the correct option for this question. Question 35. Why is chlorine added to the water supply? Chlorine is used to desalinate the water. Desalination means removal of salt, which is not done by chlorine. Chlorine kills bacteria that may be present in the water. Yes, it is used as a disinfectant, so it kills bacteria. Chlorine precipitates solid that may be present in the water. This is not the purpose of the use of chlorine. And chlorine removes taste and odor from water. This is the use of carbon, not chlorine. So option B is the correct option for this question. Question 36. When the alcohol of molecular formula C4H10O is oxidized, what is the molecular formula of the acid formed? So C4H9OH when oxidized will produce C3H7COOH. This is because if there are four carbon atoms in the reactant, there would be four carbon atoms present in the product. And since it is oxidation, alcohols are oxidized to carboxylic acid. So let's look at the molecular formula of the carboxylic acid. We've got C4, we've got H8, and we've got O2. So accordingly, the correct option for this question is option C. Question 37. The diagram shows the structure of five hydrocarbons. Which three hydrocarbons are isomers of each other? So we need to find out the molecular formula of each of them. So in one, we've got 5 carbon atoms and 12 hydrogen atoms, making the molecular formula C5H12. In two, we've got the same situation, 5 carbon atoms and 12 hydrogen atoms. In three, we've got 4 carbon atoms and 10 hydrogen atoms. In four, we have got 5 carbon atoms again and 12 hydrogen atoms. And in five, we are left with 4 carbon atoms and 10 hydrogen atoms. So out of these five, 3 and 5 are isomers of each other, but these are only two compounds, whereas 1, 2, and 4 are isomers of each other, and these are the three compounds that the question asked for, making option A the correct option for this question. Question 38. Which alcohol and acid will react together to make the ester CH3CO C2H5? So in this, two carbon atoms are present in the alcohol that reacted, and two carbon atoms are present in the carboxylic acid that reacted. So the carboxylic acid would be CH3COOH, while the alcohol would be C2H5OH. So CH3COOH is present in option A and option C, whereas C2H5OH is present in options C and option D. So the only option with both the carboxylic acid and alcohol present in it which are correct is option C. Therefore, C is the correct option for this question. Question 39. Which compound has a pH of less than 7 in aqueous solution? Less than 7 means that it is a carboxylic acid, because all of these compounds here are organic in nature. So it has to be a carboxylic acid for it to have a pH of less than 7. So A is an ester. B is also an ester. C is a carboxylic acid. And D is once again an ester. Esters are neutral compounds. Therefore, option C is the correct option for this question. Question 40. Which statement about polymers is correct? Nylon and terylene are produced by addition polymerization. Nylon is a polyamide. Terylene is a polyester. Both of them are formed by condensation polymerization. Nylon and terylene both contain amide linkages. Nylon does contain amide linkage. Terylene contains an ester linkage, making this option incorrect as well. Simple sugars can be produced by hydrolyzing proteins. No, amino acids can be produced by hydrolyzing proteins. Simple sugars can be produced by hydrolyzing starch. The starch contains the elements carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Yes, starch is a polymer of sugar or glucose, which is made up of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, making option D the correct option for this question.